We are back with Jackson. As you can see, he has been doing some growing in between, and the shaping process of the down behavior is exactly where we left it off. We do a little bit of a refresher here. The reason why he has been growing is not because I skipped a couple sessions that I'm hiding from everybody. We just didn't have time to go in the training room and record. So therefore I didn't touch the down behavior process in between. I worked on all other behaviors. As you see by now, he's wearing an electric collar, which I don't use for shaping the down behavior, of course. So we picked it up right where we left it off, not skipping a session for everybody to see. Perfect click, perfect behavior at the end of that session. Here's the next one. He's always all pumped, which is a great feature to have. Little warm-up click. Clicking for going down. Still indirect reward, not into the down mainly. He seems to be progressing. Less barking, more downing. Seems to be making a quicker choice of the right kind. Perfect click at the end. Now he's so big, I don't pick him up anymore and set him down before we begin the session. barking to a minimum for right now. Here we see where the clicker really helps to identify the snapshot moment. At this stage of the game, we are still struggling a little bit with the down being solid and consciously performed by him. So after this session here, I decided to take him to a different place where the hype of the training room is out, is gone, and have more concentration and conscious on what he's doing, because the different picture or the different location helps to tune it down from what we see here, where he's in a certain overhype mode, because the training room has been conditioned to be what you see. The hyper pushing, trying, making it hard for me to catch the right moment, which I'm getting better at. And when you see the next session in the training room, you will see a dog that already has been introduced to the command or the cue for the down behavior, which is the German word for down. It's Platz. And he was pretty much predictable outside doing the down behavior, and I managed to put the word in. That's how a cue is created, when I saw the behavior happening, meaning that it was predictable. And then I already opened the time window between me saying it and him responding very successfully. That's how a cue is created. So the next session will show, like, after skip recording about 3 sessions. We already see that the down is much more solid now and chosen very early to perform. So I've introduced him to the Platz command or the cue, and in case he doesn't respond correctly, there'll either be a non-success, meaning that it's not going to be rewarded, or in addition to that, even a negative marker, which is 9, the German word for no, which he has learned during the process of training other behaviors already. Right there, wrong response. I help, and then I give positive feedback, telling him that that was right. He knows the release command from other behaviors that have gotten off the clicker, such as we did now with the downing. He doesn't need the clicker anymore, because he sees that as soon as he shows the right response, then the process of the reward coming to him starts. Here I already tried to distract him slightly, pretending I put the food down, and make sure he's not breaking the command until I release him. The release command is always reinforced, or most of the time, because we don't want to get an imbalance of, oh, as long as I'm in the behavior, I'm getting the treat, and the release needs to have some value as well as the behavior itself. So all it takes here, if I see that the connection between the cue and the behavior is not functioning too well, I lure with the hand signal or with the treat hand after, maybe 2 seconds after I gave the command.
Platz. 9.
Negative marker for wrong behavior, leaving the down without being released, making a clear difference between, yeah, you can get up if you hear the word. If you don't hear the word, it's not right. Here again, a little lure.
9.
After I gave the command, he didn't respond too well, so nothing happens for him. And I lure or help as much as necessary to make the behavior happen. Now I introduce some audible discrimination between signals. I called him by name out of the down, and he responded well and got rewarded. Now I put the treat down, I cover it with my hand, making sure he can't get it until I say the word to release. Here's the last session of the whole process. Minor help with my hand, very minor, to make the behavior happen after I said the word. Frei is rewarded. Very good, almost no help. Right response to the signal. Positive feedback verbally from me that he's understanding he's doing it right. I'm taking a bigger break between giving the cues, so there's not so much fluency anymore, and it helps for the dog not to anticipate what's happening next. That's a perfect exercise right there to train the release signal, because the attraction is very high, having the food on the ground. And he really has to wait until I release him verbally. Super response.
9, Platz. Platz.
And again, he doesn't break it until I give the release command. And he can eat it all at the end of this session. I show him that the process of me putting the treats down repeatedly does not mean that he can get up and Frei is coming.